I'll figure it out later if it's not. So, what's going on, guys? This is Drucifer with Xbox Live, or on Xbox Live, with some Borderlands 2 Handsome Collection on Xbox One. Update rolled out today for Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. A bunch of stuff was changed. They supposedly patched weapon merging. I haven't tested it yet to see if that's legit. They finally added the fastball to bowls, loot tables. Supposedly general legendary increase or drop rate's been increased. Vermivorous now is guaranteed to drop something from his unique table every time you kill him. They upped the drop rate on the Cobra, so hopefully we'll actually start seeing some Cobras in Torg's Campaign of Carnage, and some other things. They said they did some balancing to Maya to make her more in line with the characters. I never know exactly what that means. I wish they would be more specific about that kind of stuff, because now I don't know if like she's been nerfed in any way or anything. It just said more in line with other characters. A bunch of stuff was changed, and then last night I was kind of having some problems. I rushed through Pirate's Booty so I could get here and try to farm this chump. I learned along the way, there was a lapse for a while there in what I was playing Borderlands 2 from when I got rid of my 360 to now, and I wasn't aware of some of the other things that had been changed, like the zero health thing not working anymore. And I've seen workarounds that would work even in single player after the patch. None of them have actually worked for me. The only thing I have yet to try that anyone else has said actually works for them is swapping the hoplite for a fabled tortoise, because I don't have a fabled tortoise, and I haven't taken the time to try and farm blue for one. So we're going to do this without any attempts at any kind of glitching. I just need to alter my setup here real quick. I had to borrow some stuff from some of my other characters to get this going. But let me just change up my stuff here real quick. Now for this setup I'm doing, you're going to want any kind of powerful corrosive rocket launcher. If you don't have a Norfleet already, something else that's a decent corrosive launcher would work. Like I have the Bada Boom here, that would work as well. You know, obviously if you're trying to farm a Norfleet from Hyperius and you don't have a Norfleet, this is irrelevant. So any other decent corrosive rocket launcher, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a legendary. I just happen to have this Bada Boom here. Going to be doing some element swapping around and whatnot here too. If you have the Quasar is more important, but if you also have a Stormfront, that'll help with the DOTs in the later portion of the fight in terms of building up your health. I am going to use a Grog Nozzle. I try not to use the Grog Nozzle with every character I have because I don't know. I feel like there should be better ways to gate health than relying on a single gun. We're going to swap out for the cap mod. We are going to need the B shield for this. This one has better amp, so we'll go with it. So this is the basic setup of what we're going to be using. Obviously, as I'm doing certain things, specific things like corrosive damage, I'll switch to my corrosive relic. Shock relic won't be necessary. The primary purpose of the Quasar is to help group the robots together for what I'm about to do here. And I'm going to respec real quick. So let me just reset this. I have a skill tree thing pulled up in front of me with a skill build that I had already planned out. Let's see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 5 in there, 5 in there. Go ahead and put 5 in there, and 5 in there. This one isn't really going to matter because phase lock won't actually hold anybody throughout this. It'll basically it'll only apply the elemental damage that would normally be applied during phase lock. And then I'm going to add converge for the singularity effect to help group them together. Restoration I'm not going to use. I've seen other people use restoration in my builds against Hyperius. To me, it doesn't make sense, and I'll tell you why it doesn't make sense. Because granted, it will convert your damage into healing. That really is a moot benefit if you're going to be using the Grog Nozzle, which I recommend in any raid boss fight on Overpower 8, unless you have some other sustainable means of keeping your health. But the main reason why I wouldn't suggest using Restoration is because it actually increases your max health. And you might be asking, well, why is that a bad thing to increase your max health? And I'll tell you, because if your health gating mechanics are actually working the way they're supposed to, anytime you have less than 50% health, or 50% or less health, bosses can one-hit you into fight for your life mode. But if you have more than 50% health, even if it's 50% plus 1 point, they can't one-hit kill you. They can't one-hit put you into fight for your life mode. So naturally, the smaller your health pool, the smaller amount of health you're accountable for in keeping yourself within health gating. So we're not going to use that. We're not going to use Elated because, again, Phase Lock's not actually going to hold any enemies. It's only going to apply damage. But anyway, we'll go ahead and put 5 into Flicker for elemental status effect. 5 into Foresight for mag size and reload speed, just to help with DPS. 4 into Helios, because they will still take fire damage even though they're not actually going to be locked in the phase lock. Immolate will not be necessary because Zero Health Siren glitch doesn't really work anymore, and you don't get amp damage in fight for your life mode when wearing a B shield, so that's going to be absolutely pointless. Chain reaction again won't be necessarily because phase lock will not actually hold any enemies anywhere. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, actually, apparently I did opt to put 5 points into chain reaction. I don't know why it's not. Oh, I think I needed it to get further down here. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, I'm going to put 5 in here. And then, I don't need this. Because it's kill skill. And there's really not going to be any killing going on. So, at least not in the short term. So that'll be good. Reaper and Ruin are going to be the two main ones from that side of the tree. And then we'll go over here and we'll go ahead and put 5 into Ward, 5 into Accelerate again for the gun damage, DPS. That's a kill skill, not really going to matter. Duration of the phase lock, again, really not going to matter because it's not going to suspend any enemies. It's only going to act as a singularity effect and a damage manipulation. Again, kill skills are not going to be necessary because you're really not going to be getting, like, you're not going to be mobbing. This is a boss fight. We'll go ahead and put 5 into Fleet because there will be plenty of times when our shields will deplete. And we'll put our last 5 into Quicken so that we can phase lock more. So this build should hold some decent ground against Hyperius. And then, yeah, so we'll go ahead and open this up. So the main idea here is going to be, obviously, I'm going to need to use the Grog Nozzle either with the Herald or something else for health gating purposes. Primary damage sources are going to be the Sandhawk and the Norfleet. Sandhawk's going to be the primary focus on Hyperius himself. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and hide back here. Alright, now what we'll do is we're going to start trying to... And this is going to be the real thing for me here. I haven't actually practiced this yet before showing it to you guys. But this is going to be the thing for me because... And there we go. We already failed. Awesome. I've never been good at using singularity grenades to group the robots, and as you can see, there was still one tailing behind Hyperius there. That's why I don't use Boar with Zero, because I put no stock in my ability to merge robots with singularity grenades. But I'm going to have to learn, because that's going to be a key element to this. Alright. So again, we're going to try and do this. Alright, now while they're together, we're gonna switch to our corrosive relic and try to pull them a little further away from Hyperius. But, alright, so now he's lost his shield. So we're gonna try and... Okay. Alright, so now the thing of it is we need to reconverge them away from him again. And the reasoning for this being, every time... Oh, I forgot to switch back to my fire relic when I was blasting Hyperius earlier, so that's probably why I didn't get that much damage on it. But anyway, the idea here is to get him to lose his shield. Alright, now we have to go back to the fire relic, so we'll actually do more damage to him. Obviously, we should try to get as many critical hits as possible. Alright, he's getting ready to Nova, so... There we go. So again, we're going to want to keep them kind of far away from him. Switch back to our corrosive relic. How did we run out of rocket ammo already? That's not going to really help at all. Okay, I hadn't planned on actually running out of rocket ammo, so this is kind of scary now, because I don't know how the hell I'm going to get... them to lose their shield, because I don't have time to really be trying to sham fleet. The idea is to try and do enough damage to the robots to force Hyperius to drop his shield. Oh, and I'm also out of fucking grenades. Fantabulous. Alright, so I obviously didn't plan enough for this. Because the idea was to keep Hyperius losing his shield, but I'm out of rockets now, and I really don't think it's going to be a wise idea to try and sham shield this crap, but... We're gonna have to do something, and I'm gonna need more rockets now too, so, or more grenades now too, so let's try and alright, so now we have rockets. Let's get our B back on. And we're gonna need to wait for some more grenades, because the robots are Too close to Hyperius. Alright, we have one grenade. Let's try and see if we can get lucky enough. Oh shit, I forgot to change back to Herald. Alright, so now that's done. Still got the corrosive relic on. Alright, so now gonna switch back to fire. Gonna go ahead and re-equip that to help that. And so now he actually should be in batshit mode now, so which he is. Okay. Okay, so whoops. Okay, so we should actually be really close to killing him now. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so now get out of his way here. Phase lock, and this should be dead. Yep, he's dead.
Well done, my friend.
So it's not by any means a super quick way to do it. I mean, I've seen people do it within minutes. Like 2 minutes or less. I don't really know exactly how long that was. I wasn't even watching the feed. I never switched back over to the window after doing my build. But yeah, there you go. That's a relatively decent, effective way that I'm glad really wasn't in any way diminished by whatever balancing they did to Maya. And there's an evolution. But I have a better one. This is the only way in UVHM you can acquire the evolution shield, is by fighting Hyperius. FYI, if you didn't already know that. So, anyway, yeah, that was Hyperius getting his butt whooped by Maya on OP8. Looks like he didn't really drop anything fantastic. Oh, and in the console versions of the game, it was in the notes for the pre-sequel, but I think that it applied to both because I've never seen this option before. But in video options now on the PC versions, you have a field of view adjustment, so you can actually change how much you can see in the game. It defaults, I believe, at 74, but I like 90. Gives me just a little bit of extra viewing room. So anyway, now once I turn this mission in, I can use this method to farm Hyperius as much as I want. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and please be sure to follow me here on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, check me out on Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. There's links to that below the video. And again, thanks for watching.